Hi there, and welcome to Logs, Bogs, and Meadows. Today's a big day. It's a big day because it's day 120. And what that means is we've been at this for 4 months. Yeah, 4 months we've been doing this. And we had a lot of progress this week, and there's going to be an awful lot of progress over the next 4 weeks, trying to get to the finish line. It's July 3rd. Happy Independence Day to everybody in the U.S. Very thankful to be in this country. Very thankful for all the things that I can enjoy because of this country. So, great day to be here in the United States. What happened this week? Well, we had some site work done. We had some HVAC work done. We now have air conditioning. That's incredible. So yeah, a lot of stuff has been done this week. I'll show you around a little bit. I have some footage from throughout the week as I've been here, and I'm here an awful lot more now. There's just so much going on, and we're in the finished stages. So when you're in the finished stages, you need to inspect, you need to make sure, because once it goes in, it's so much harder to tear it out. And everything that we're putting in right now is going to be very visible, and we want to get it right. So I'm a little tired. Yeah, I took the day off. I was supposed to work today. I slept in. It feels good. And let me show you around today. So again, welcome. The excavator was here today to trench for the relocation of the electric and the water. So we're looking right now at the garage end, and come back around here. You can see that there's the front of the garage. There's the existing temporary service. We're seeing down below us here is the hydrant, the forestry hydrant that was ripped out. It looks to me that that is going to go above the electric, the way it's at right now, not underneath the electric. Circle back around, come up here. You look up the trench, you can see the conduit up there at the top. That comes down right now, straight down to this service pedestal right here. What they're going to do is they're going to cut that back there and bring it right down through this trench here and back up to the meter over here. So that's what happened today. Tomorrow, the electric company comes and hooks it all up. Today we had some earthwork performed. As you can see, we have the excavator here. What happened was they came today and they put in the permanent electric supply line. So all of this area here is different than it was. I mean, we used to have the temporary service panel right in here, and that's gone. Remnants are here, of course. And they tied into the existing electric service line, which comes down through these weeds. And they tied it in. They brought it down around the driveway. And I have footage from yesterday that I'll share that shows the open trench. But basically, we got it into the meter here on the end of the garage. So where we stand right now with power inside the house, it's energized. We have an outlet in the garage that's working, a couple outlets in the kitchen, outlets in the basement. The outlets are the supply to the controls, the HVAC unit. And tomorrow, we are going to go live with the HVAC unit. So the garage is kind of the receiving point right now, and flooring contractor brought all of the tiles for the bathroom floor here, bathroom shower, and then also over here, these are more of the porcelain pavers that go in the back deck and then inside the house. Tomorrow, they're going to be here installing some of those pavers and also starting the shower. We're over on the bedroom side of the house. What we've got going on here is they connected, or at least brought the pipe and connected to the sewer and brought it over to the house into the penetration to the house. Inside, it's not hooked up yet, but at least we're getting closer to that. They also ran the water line over here and then into the house down here. So a lot happened. Yeah, it's all good. Very good. So, but it's hard to envision what happens with site work. You think you know what it's going to look like, but you don't. And what we have here is a lot of vegetation got pulled out, which is a good thing because it was kind of gnarly in there. But now it's opened up a little bit, and it's just hard to envision what that looks like. But I think we'll figure out how we're going to landscape at some point. It's not even on our radar screen, I'll be honest with you. But we got to figure that out at some point. Because we have service inside, we're running the air conditioning. And I said in the last video how impressed I am with the unit that I got. Boy, is this super quiet. I've never had an air conditioning system where the outdoor unit has been this quiet. So I'm really digging that right now. Clean out here is going to be used to facilitate a line, a sewer line, that's going to go up through our front yard to near the sand mound. Probably, somewhere up in here. And the reason that we're putting a clean out up there is because we have a motorhome and we like to go camping. And it's really nice to have a place to get rid of your waste when you get home, because we're not always in a situation where we have that available. So having that on site will be fantastic. There will also be a water line run up there and an electric line so that we can have continuous water, electric to our RV when it's sitting there. It'll also allow us to use the water and electric for any gardening that we do up at the top end of the site. All right, so you've seen the front plenty of times, and we've kind of been at a standstill out front here. But now we did have something different change. If you're looking at the house now, you might be noticing that we have shutters on, most of the shutters at least. Merv, the framer, was here for his last day on Monday. He put the shutters on where there was siding. We still have stonework to do here on the front, so we can't put those shutters in quite yet, but we're getting close. We're also ready to have the exterior doors painted, and I think that will be on the agenda for this week as well. Wanted to get some good footage of the ceiling inside of the back porch. It's in now. That was one of the last things that Merv did for us. The material is basically a metal roofing material, and we selected a bronze color, and it has a texture to it, and we love it. It really ties in with the stone well. It has a nice color coordination, but also contrast to the Douglas fir beams, and it just kind of works well with everything we have going out here. So we're pretty happy with that. And then the other thing that happened when he was here was he was able to finish out the fascia and the soffit work up here in the gable peak on the end. That wasn't there before. So at this point, the back porch is in a pretty good spot. We still have to put the flooring in, which is still going to be a few weeks. My painter's coming this week, and he's going to clean up all of the beams and columns, the bare wood. He's going to clean it, prep it, sand it, get all the marks off of it, and he's going to put a sealer stain on it. So that should occur this week, I think. So the week of July 7. Now I'm on the inside, standing up in the loft. What I want to show you here, so we now have air conditioning. This is zone 3, I believe. Thermostat's on, 73 degrees in here. It's set at 72, so it's also showing we're at 58% humidity. This was turned on yesterday, so it's been running for about 24 hours, and it feels great in here. And it's nice to be able to have it cool down because it was getting very hot. The other thing that happened just yesterday was they put the blown-in insulation in the ceiling. Of course, I'm not going to crawl up there and show you that. In fact, I'm not even going to inspect it. I'm just going to assume they did a good job, because who wants to go up there right now? Not me. All right, so we are now downstairs in the master bathroom. And Richard, our tile guy, is here, and he's putting in the underlayment for the ceramic tile floor. He's also going to put the cement board up in the shower unit today. So thankful that he's here. Okay, we're down in the basement looking at the air handler and the circuit board control panel for the system. And it looks like, gosh, I think this is running. It is running. It is super quiet. I'm so impressed with this system. Yeah, I don't know what all those little lights mean, but I can see that there's lights on for zone 2 and 3. And apparently the way this works, it's just going to communicate with each other, all the different zones, to do what it needs to do and open and close all of these dampers. Now, this is interesting. As I look up here, there are 2 supply trunks right here right now. And I don't know if you can see that, but the bottom one has green. The top one is red. So I have to assume that the red one's closed right now, the damper, and the green one's open. Now, one of those ducts is supplying to the first floor and the other to the second floor. So that makes total sense. All right, so this is the front of the house. Not quite underneath the kitchen window, but close to it. And what we're looking at here is the penetration in the wall to bring in the water line, which was just run, and it's not pressurized. We also have the electric supply line coming in here, and right now we don't have any water in the house. So we're working toward getting water set up. We've got the tank here, and I know the plumber has some more work to do to get things going, and then we should have a couple fixtures within the coming week that can get hooked up. I might have to do a voiceover because he's working right over top of me, but we're seeing daylight out of the hole through the wall where the sewer line goes. And so what we're seeing is the white big pipe is the sewer going out. The gray pipe is conduit. That's the wire which will be hooked in to control the pump to the electric supply. Where that sewer line rough-in is capped, that will be extended down here, and that will have to be hooked into this line right here. Right now, we're not ready for that yet. So, thanks. Hey, John. You there, John? Yeah, I'm in the basement. I'm gonna walk upstairs. Okay, so I talked with the excavator, and what he was doing was trying to accommodate Chris, the electrician, because Chris has to run another electrical line out there because I'm going to have electric supply up at the front near the sand mound for the RV when I park it there. And that's what that clean out is. That's gonna be the line that goes up there also. But I explained to him that it kind of screwed you by putting both the conduit and that pipe in there. And where we landed was, he said it's okay to remove the wire from that conduit and just snake it through as you suggested. And then I guess if Chris uses that pathway, he'll do the same thing, or maybe he'll find a different way.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
While I have you on the line, I have the toilets and the laundry sink being delivered on Monday because I had to get another piece for the shower unit. The tile guys are here right now. And I thought that the flooring is going to go in for all of the bathrooms this week. So I thought if at least got the toilets and that laundry sink in here, that, if you wanted to go ahead and hook those up when you had a moment, you can do that. Of course, we can't do the other stuff until we get the kitchen and the bathroom cabinets in, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Does that all make sense?
Yeah. So, yep, I'm picking up the conditioning units and the water heater today. I should drop them off at the end of the day.
Okay.
So then that stuff down the basement will be there working that in.
All right. Perfect.
So, all right.
If you have any more questions, just give me a ring, okay?
Okay. Yep, thanks.
Have a great holiday.
All right. Yep, you too.
Bye. So 4 days ago, Sherry and I came for the day, and we did some manual labor. We took down 3 trees, and that was the biggest one.
Get out of there, man. Boom. Good job.
We also took down that one, and there's another one over here we took down, and they were all hickory trees.
Boom. Perfect.
Oh no. Oopsie. Now what? Uh-oh.
And they all interfered with how we wanted to build out a terrace, so to speak, to come out, roll down here and again. So that, you know, if those trees would have been there, they basically would have been buried with dirt about probably at least 4 to 5 feet up the tree, and that one tree to the side probably 6 feet or more. So we chose to just cut them off. They were too close to the house anyhow. And we still need to cut one more. We need to cut the one that has the Y there, and perhaps a few more on the side to accommodate a better unobstructed view for the satellites. But we're going to hold on that for now. I requested a meeting with the excavator, and not just the excavator boss, but the guy that's going to do the work, because we don't understand how our grade is going to work completely. We have some ideas. It's really hard for us to picture that dimensionally, how that's going to work. And so having that meeting will help us determine what our options are, number one, and what we'd like to achieve. And then pretty importantly, what it's going to cost, because there's a lot of material that has to be brought in here. The more we bring in, the more it will cost, obviously. And we want to get it right, but we also don't want to just leave it open-ended and let the excavation folks do what they want to do based on what they think is right. Not that they would intentionally do anything wrong, but you know, we want to have a say in it. So that meeting should occur hopefully in the next week to 10 days. All right, well, this very well could be a wrap for this video. I'm not sure. That's the beauty of taking footage. I can basically do this little clip, and if I decide that this is all that the video is going to be and I want to use this ending, I use it. If I do some more footage over the next few days and decide that I want a different ending, I'll do a different ending, and I just keep what I want. So you're probably not curious about that. Maybe you are, I don't know. This whole video footage editing thing was new to me. Honestly, I enjoy it. I really do. It helps me frame the project, understand what I'm doing, what's next. As I call it out to you folks who are watching, I'm also to myself validating what's happening next. And sometimes, you know, you need that. My mind is still sharp, but it's probably not as sharp as it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago, that's for sure. So anyhow, we really enjoy you coming to the show and watching it. If you're new here, go back and look at some of the old episodes. There's an awful lot of information on how to be your own builder. And if you've been watching a few times and you haven't subscribed, just do us a favor. Click the subscribe button. It's not that much of a deal for you. Yeah, it'll show up in your queue, and if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But just it'll help us out immensely. And even if you just partially enjoy it, click subscribe for us. We hope you keep coming back. We're getting close to the finish line. Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I was yelling at you that the tree was going, and you just stood there.
Because my saw was pinching,
Oh,
and I didn't want it to get stuck in there and to get thrown to the ground. And I knew that it wasn't coming back at me.
okay.
So
Look at you. Look at that.
that was
Well
pretty good.
done.
It went exactly where I wanted to. I was aiming for that dead tree.
Yeah, we'll just have to cut it down.